Hi everybody, welcome back to Walla Zabier's Esca for episode number 20, where we've moved on to May the 1st. We're a little bit late in the day just to get some contracts to come up, and we're nearly broke, but that's not a problem. We have a little bit of work to do. We're in May, so we can sow our millet. We've 2 fields of millet to go in, so we're going to do that. I just want to get this out of the way first, just to get some money in the bank. We have to put millet in field 160 and 43. So, it won't take too long to get them done, and I literally just want to do this contract just to get a few bob into the bank because we're so low, and not that I have to buy anything or anything like that. So, it was just literally I had to move the clock on to get some contracts to come up, and we've plenty of time. We've 3 days in the month. Anyway, moving on after last month where we got all in the last episode where we got the rest of our fields sown. The 2 millet fields are the last of our spring fields that we need to get in the ground. I can't remember, is our grass ready yet? Our grass could well be ready to be cut, so that'll be going directly into the barn as grass. We're not making hay because we're hanging on to it to feed the goats, because we have quite a few goats now. They really have. They've expanded now. I think we've 350 now. I didn't check to see had we got any more new arrivals, but that pen is going to be full pretty soon. It maxes out at just over 500, I think, and that's going to fill up. But yeah, the plan today in this episode at the moment is just to get the millet in, get it rolled and fertilised, everything done to it, all good to go, and then we'll have another 2 contracts still to do in this month. This is only the first out of the 3, and we'll see what other trouble we can get up to. We'll probably have a little bit of product to sell. How are we doing? Stock check, what's it telling us? Yeah, we might have a little bit from the greenhouses. That's about it. There's not an awful lot else. Oh, we have some of the millet growths are there, but we only started doing them, so there's not a lot there. There's not a lot. Anyway, I gotta just crack on and watch my corner so I don't drive out of the field. I gotta crack on and get this field done. It's a fairly decent field. There's a decent income on this one. This is worth 8,290. That'll get the wool from the door. That gives us the money that if we need to buy anything small or anything like that, we've a few bob in the bank. But for now, I'll just get this one wrapped up, and probably going to move into the 2nd day of the month and then start getting the millet in the ground. Now, off we go again. Moved on to the 2nd of May. I need to get going with the millet contract. Get started on it. I parked the tractor here last night. Make it handy. Okay, now. Turn on, drop down. On the line, off we go. Okay, 2 fields to do. 43 and... what's the other one? 160. Which is the small, skinny field just the other side of the forest there. And that'll be all our summer crops gone in for this year. Unless we somehow, by a miracle, manage to buy our next field, which is... field number 63. It's another millet field. If we could buy that by the end of this episode for 63,643, that ain't gonna happen. We haven't collected that contract. I'm just waiting until I do. I'll collect the 3 of them together. We have a bit of product though to sell. I need to get rid of the flour. I was just looking there. The flour is worth 17,000. Ideally it'd be ideal to hang on to the top of the market, but I'm not doing that. I'm just going to sell stuff. I'd like to have a dairy, but the dairy on the map is 200 grand. Because the goats are going to start producing quite a bit of milk. And it'd be nice to actually do something with that. Now, I did say I'm not putting down the special dairy that does the aged goat cheese or anything like that, or I'm not really putting down anything that's going to speed things up, if you know what I mean, or give me loads of money that's outside the norm. I'd like to use what's on the map. Now, the other option I have there is to put down the game-based version of it, the cheaper version, which you can place on your farm. But I kind of don't want to do that either. I don't want to turn the farm into a production area other than just having the greenhouses on it, if you know what I mean. That's kind of what I want to do. Just keep it with the greenhouses and nothing else. But anyway, I think our next plan of attack for an upgrade will be to get a seeder with the fertiliser unit on it. We can trade this one in, then we're still going to need, I think, about 30 or 40,000 for one that's, I think it's only a metre wider. This is 3, I think it's only 4 metres. But yeah, it'd be an improvement in the sense that we're doing a quarter more, a third more again on top of what we're doing every run. So it should cut down the time to do the fields by a third nearly. So yeah, that would be an improvement down the line, and something we definitely will save us going over the field again to do fertilisation once the sowing is done. But we manage what we have so far. The fields aren't that big yet. Like if we had that massive big field over there, yeah, then something like that would take forever with one of these. And I haven't used AI at all on this map to date. So for that reason, I'm kind of happy enough to just, if I can upgrade the equipment without going and using AI and keep it going to get our own land done. Now, granted, down the road, we may reach a point where we have no choice but to use AI. But at the moment, because I have the time to do the work, we don't really have to. So we continue on as we are. I thought our grass field was ready, but it's not. It's far from it. I think we probably only done it last month. That's the problem with recording too many things together. I'm pretty much well in advance on this series. And the downside of that is sometimes it can go 4 or 5 days before I'm doing a recording, and I kind of play back over the last episode to see what was I doing, because you'd forget across the different series what was happening. Anyway, yeah, everything going hunky-dory. Happy enough with the way things are going. I'll just get this fertilised and rolled, and then we'll start looking at the contracts. The only reason I was looking at the clock is it's rain at 10, which could be anywhere from 9:30 on, so we should get the 2 fields done in time anyway. Well, we beat the rain last run down the field. I don't know why you always seem to get your last run, you're always heading away from your farm. You're never heading towards it. Easy solution for that, start the other end of the field. So that's all our fields done now for this year. We have a nice selection across the board. We've got 2 millet fields. We've wheat, oats, barley, flax, oats. So we've 2 oat fields. And barley and flax. So let's get to the end. Happy days. I'm going to go back and grab the roller. Not the roller. Grab the other tractor with the... Oh, we're on the tractor. Why are we on the tractor? I must have hit the button. Yeah, I'll grab the other tractor. It has the Azera compact on it and the fertiliser spreader. And let's go and get the 2 fields fertilised, and then we can do the rolling with this one. Final stage, get the rolling done. This is my favourite job. With the state change you get on the field when you're doing it, when it's getting rid of all the stubble from the direct drilling and putting a nice finish on the field. Of course, I started off fertilising this field with the spreader on manual spreading as per usual, and had to stop after about 200 metres and change it. So yeah, the 2 fields are done, fertilised completely. Just get the rolling done now. I have accepted, as you can see, a couple of contracts. weeding, lentils weeding. I've taken the equipment for that. We don't have a weeder. And the stone picking, we do have the equipment. So I get the 2 of them done, and that'll be our 3 contracts for this month. And when we move through this day, then we'll sell off the products at the end of the day before we go completely broke. We'll be collecting our contracts anyway. Value wise, what have we got in the contracts? We have 8292, and you say there's 8 in them, so about 16,000 thereabouts. As I said, some months you get really, really lucky when you get contract on the big fields, but other than that, that's not too bad for this map. Like 16,000 from the contracts. Here's the rain. Yeah, bang on. Minute past 10, it's starting. We probably would have got something else, maybe, or a little bit more. Maybe not. I just wanted a bit of variety rather than just doing all the same. Yeah, mowing contract field 1. Could have got more for that, but we done the one beside it, which was field number 2 was the contract we already completed. And that's it. So just a little bit of variety across the contracts, rather than just picking all the same ones. Now, there is sometimes you've no choice. You just end up with all ploughing or cultivation contracts at the time of the year. But it is what it is. Anyway, this is the final prep on this field, so the yield should be pretty good. Yeah, 121%, potential yield 125. And that's telling me yield 23, 20. I suppose it depends on the piece of ground you're standing on. Wonder will I get weeds, because I haven't had much in the line of weeds. I still haven't got a sprayer. We'll have to get one if we do get weeds, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, if it happens. Let's get this wrapped up. Hopefully it won't be rain too heavy anyway. Seem to have a nice haul of flour from the grain mill. I've loaded up everything else. The only thing I've sold up there was, what did I sell? Spring onions at the preserved food factory. Everything else goes down to the other shops. Flour goes to the bakery. The blue pallet on the back is that millet growths, and they're worth about €150 more at the small village shop, so we'll offload them there, and whatever else is meant to go to the small village shop. And I haven't collected the money for the contracts. As you see, it's not a bad day again. I should have moved on to the 3rd day. I forgot we're running 3 days, and I kind of moved to the end of the 2nd day, but we're going to have more product that's going to come out of the productions, but we can leave that and get rid of that in June. Once we have a healthy enough bank balance, I'll be happy enough. So we're on 18,707. So let's see what we end up on when I get everything sold, and then I'll collect on the contracts as well. Just back at the yard, and we got just over 31,000. We were on 18, so done pretty good. Let's collect these contracts as well. I didn't get much for the stones. I sold them, but you kind of go up with a trail and you think there's loads in it, you get a couple of £100. It's up to 64. Okay. Let me see. 64. Products. We're going to have more to sell. Now, I'm looking at the fact that we have 4,000 in hay, which we could sell at the animal dealers as well. And why would I possibly be looking at that? I'll tell you why. Because we have our next millet field, which is field number 63, if I can remember where it is. Can never find these fields. It's just the way the numbers run. 63. There you go. It's up beside there. We will have to, what's in it? Mustard. We'll have to plough that in. and sow our millet in that field if we buy it. There you go. We now have another one of our fields, field number 63. This is to be a millet field. I could just, I could literally just direct drill over it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. There you go. That was my plan all along. If I got enough money, give myself enough time to. I didn't think we were going to be that close. I thought we were going to be short. I was kind of mentally doing the maths in my head, and it wasn't working out. I'm gone past. I'm looking at this rain that's on the way. It's on the way this evening, and then tomorrow. But I don't mind that. Okay, so there you go. That was the plan. That tractor hasn't gone back yet. That's the one for the what you call it? Yeah, I had that on just to lift that pallet off because it's not a liftable pallet. What was I going to say? I lost my train of thought now. Yeah, I didn't think I'd have enough money to do it. And I did say, yeah, whenever I can buy the fields, I'm going to get them out of the way. We still have 2 more or 3 more fields to go. Is it 2 or 3? Just give me 1 second. Fields we have left, we have the next field is 88. Then we have, that's a flax field. Then we have a millet field, I'm going to say fillet field, a millet field, which is 109. And then 133 is the last of our flax fields. The 109 is 102,000, so it'll be a while before we buy that. But I'll just do my best to get the other ones out of the way. I'm not concentrating on what I'm doing here. That's why I'm trying to back up and jackknifing the trailer. Okay, I need to go and get this field ploughed. I'll need to get the stone picking done on it. I'll need to get lime on it. I'll need to get the millet in the field. I'll need to get it. I need to get everything done, basically, on it. So that was kind of the plan. If we had enough money, we would do that. So I'm doing the wrong thing first because I really need to, before we move forward, to sell those few hay bales. And I don't know how many there is, so let me get that sorted out first. Then I'm going to start the preps on that field. Just want to have money in the bank because when I move forward, there's going to be some of the loan coming out. I know it won't be what we have in the bank, but there will be production costs and that as well. So I'm just going to get the hay sorted out first, sell that, and then I'll get the preps going on that field. Okay, seems a shame to plough this into the ground, but I am. And another update too, this may be the last time I'm using this plough. If the fields get any bigger, yeah, I kind of done my turn with it, both on this series and on the Hamlet. And I'm kind of thinking, I just put a line in so I know where to lift it because I always end up really, really rickety on the end. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've done my time with it. I honestly think I've given it a go and I'm happy enough to move on to something else. Yeah, I missed a bit. Just because the plough didn't pull in behind me. Yeah, this field's not too big anyway. I'll get through this quick enough then to get the stone picker over. And I've done the soil sampling on it. Yeah, as you can see, it's coming up on the map there. Oh, I'm after unfolding the sampler again. Hold on. How did I manage that? I thought I folded that up. I did fold it. Was folded. But yeah, it was still giving me a reading. Okay, don't know why that was. Yeah, the only thing is with using this plough is the fact that it I only have to plough once and there's going to be direct drill after that unless it's a root crop. So from that point of view, it's not a major inconvenience. I'll stick with this for now and get this field done, and let's get the preps done, and let's get the millet into it, and that'll be happy if that's all done in this episode, which it should be. Right, field number 63, almost done, sown. Need to fertilise it and roll it. The ploughing wasn't as bad as I thought. You know, when you kind of have used that plough for so long, you kind of just you kind of just get used to it and used to the best way to use it, and especially trying to cross the furrows, it's very hard. But no, we got it done. As I said, we're going to change it out when we get a lot more fields to do, which, to be honest with you, as I said, it's a case of probably only needing to plough a field once, because precision farming requires direct drilling rather than ploughing. Okay, I can put the speed back up now. Didn't have it down, so when I lift the seeder, it doesn't go at 52 kilometres an hour. Yeah, that went exceedingly well. Now, I've only just moved the clock up there. I want to move through the day because it's the last day of the month, and I just said, right, let's move it up and I should really put it a bit more, because I've only got rolling and fertilisation to do on that, which won't take long. And then just want to see what the balance is going to be on the account. There will be a bit more materials to be sold if needs be. We might just hold off and sell them next month. And what else have we got to do in May apart from finishing this off? Not an awful lot, really. We're kind of just going to finish off what we're doing on this, and then there's no contracts to do. We'll just look at what's in the kitty. Let's have a look at the time saving stock check. And we have goat milk with a little bit, and other than that, we have another pallet of those millet groats, which is worth okay money. It's okay money. It's better than making flour out of the millet. It's more valuable, so that's not too bad. I should have put the lime away when I emptied the limes. Rather, I had 2 crates on the shelf, and then I filled it before we went over. And we had a little bit left. Almost, I think, 1,200 litres or something like that in it. Actually getting used to this shed. I should really utilise it more. Like, I've nothing at all in here. Like, I mean, I have our potato planter in here and our baler, but I've nothing else in it. Get our fertilizer spreader, and we're going to get the fertilisation done in that field, and then we're going to roll it. I'm going to hook the roller up to the front of this tractor and just bring it over to the field. I'm not going to bother driving the New Holland over just with the roller for the sake of it. Go down on trips. Yeah, I can bump that clock up a bit more just to get through the time. Right, we should have enough fertiliser and that to do this field. Yeah, just making very good progress in this challenge. I kind of, once I get the 10 fields between the millet and the flax fields, then I'm going to look if I am. The other target is, of course, to buy the spinnery to get rid of the flax straw, and then after that we'll target. If we have enough income coming in then from everything, we'll target getting going on the pigs. Trying to get the money in the bank anyway, that we'll have 250 in case we get to pay off the loan next January. I'll get this done anyway, and I'll be back to you. Okay guys, that's May done. So we're going to move on to June and see what happens. Was not expecting to buy the field this month, but there you go. It's in the portfolio now. It's sown and all, so we've another crop to harvest this year. So if we go into the field overview, you can see, there you go. We have our wheat is growing 2 months. Millet's all got another 5 months to go. 2 months on the grass. 3 months on the oats. Barley is another 2 months. And the flax. We've only one flax field. Oh, yeah, only one flax field. Yield. I don't know why it says the yield. These are all fertilised. I don't know why it does that. It just, it's because the fertilisation that's on the field is in line with precision farming, whereas this is measuring 100% fertilisation. I think that's why, if you're not using precision farming. So I don't pay that much attention to it anyway. But anyway, they're all done, all ready. And I'm going to move on now, and I'll bring you back in when we're in June. Okay, we're in May, and just a quick check. We've gone down to 3,700, but we have stuff there to sell now anyway. We'd have goat milk number 1. I just want to check how many goats we have. We have 400, and we've more due next month. Okay, that pen could fill pretty soon. And we have goat milk there. What have we got? Won't tell us here what we have. We've nothing in the greenhouses because we did clear them out anyway, only towards the end. We got fined on the red tape mod. We got fined for cutting down a tree. Oh, I had to laugh on the scene. It hit us with sustainable forestry. We cut down one tree. It fined us, where's the log? €250 for cutting a tree down, not putting one back. What happened was I cut down one of these trees beside the new field because it was too close to the edge of the field. And it was kind of messing up with the GPS. The line wasn't straight. So I decided to get rid of it. And there you go. They got me. I got rid of trees before and they didn't get me. I don't know why. Anyway. Right, what are we going to do? I don't know. I was still laughing at that. Cutting down the tree. What have we got? Second-hand market? No, absolutely not. There's nothing there. No, 33,000. Does that drop? That does drop a swat. We haven't got the money to buy it anyway. So no point looking at. For the amount of grass work we do ourselves, it's not worth it. No, nothing there. Contracts. We're only just in, so there's a couple of hoeing contracts. That's probably all there's going to be. Second-hand market, we don't have any hoes there, do we? No, we have a hoe. No, we don't have a hoe. Wrong game save. Wrong map. And in the second-hand market regards hoes, no. No, we can't lease it, so we can take the equipment and do them if that needs to be. Anyway, anything on our own fields is ready. We've nothing ready on our own fields. Absolutely nothing. Next month, we have wheat and barley. And we have oats. Oh, we're going to have a busy month next month. Wheat, barley, oats, and our grass. So next month is going to be a really busy month for work on the farm. Okay, I'm going to move on a day just to see what comes up in the contracts. Because usually we've only just come into the month, so we don't get that many. Money's going to drop again. We're going to have to sell some of the products, get our contracts done as well. Here we go. You sign of a hoe? No sign of a hoe. No. Contracts. Yeah, a little bit better. Not great. Harvesting spinach. We don't have the harvester. We could take the harvester and do it. What's it worth? It's worth $5,000. Mowing. Sowing beans. Weeding. Give me a minute, guys. I want to look and see this our seed or actually plant beans. Yes, I'm in the spinach harvester. I took on the spinach contract. I took on the sowing contract as well, but I decided to do this one first. And yeah, they're worth a bit of money. You know, I didn't want to jump through the month just doing anything at all. I wanted to do something that I haven't really done on this map. Everyone's overtaking me because I'm going so slow, and then they stop in front of me. Okay, spinach contract is just up here. Should be just beyond the red house on the left. Right where that truck has stopped. This should be it. That look like spinach? It is. It's letting me do it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I know I'm mad doing these, but that's what I do. Yeah, I just want to do these contracts in this month. A few other bits and pieces with our own farm. Get the money up on that, because there's no point in us jumping forward into next month with so much work to do on our own farm. We save that for the next episode. And there'll be enough in this anyway to see us through this episode to the end. We're already half an hour in, I think, in the recording time. So, yeah. I'm just going to work away at this, collect it, get the money, do the sowing contract, see what else comes up. And I'll bring you back at the end anyway, when I'll sell off whatever products we have at the end of the month as well. And we'll see what total we have when we finish out June, before we head into a very busy July on our own fields. So let me get back to this work. When this is full, I need to bring the tractor and trailer up. Of course, we're allowed to take the equipment, which is a good job, because we never do the harvest with our own equipment. Now, just something about doing spinach contracts. I actually enjoy doing them. I think it's because the harvester has a decent capacity in it, as opposed to you'll easily get around the headlands of the field, maybe even twice, before you need to empty it. Whereas when you're doing some of the other root crops and that, you don't even get halfway around, and then you're into emptying into the trailer, and it's just a constant jump between the harvester and the trailer. They keep emptying and going. At least you can make a bit of headway on this. Anyway, I'll get stuck in and get this well and truly started. All the field work done. Just time to deliver the spinach, and let's see what we get as a bonus. I can't remember what percentage was delivered on the first run. Oh, hit the sign. I usually hit the gate, that's why I swung out. So I wouldn't hit the gate. Now, Preserved Food Factory is this one over here. Here we go. Let's see what bonus we get out of this. Come on. There you go, 970 plus 90. Not too bad. Almost done with this contract and almost done with this month on this episode. Last little bit. We'll collect the money. We haven't sold any of the product. We're going to save that for next month. There you go, contract finished. Okay. Let's go in and collect. So we're on 4,350. And we're going up to 20,744. So we've made 16. That's not bad going. Oh, that's it. We're done in June. We're going to move forward. We've still a day left. I'm not going to bother selling the product. I'll keep them until we start the next episode, which will be in July, when we're going to have a load of work to do on our own farm. I think it's 4 fields we have to harvest. And of course, harvest, get the straw off the fields, everything in the whole lot, and then start all over again. The usual procedure. Get them ready to go for the next crops. I haven't even looked at the crop rotation to see if there ain't going in this side of the winter. If not, we'll probably put in oilseed radish. Who ran into that sign? I wonder who. Anyway, Wallace Avaresca, thanks a million for joining me again for episode number 20. Challenge, triple threat challenge is coming on very well. I know if I hadn't taken on the extra bit with the millet myself, I'd probably have all the fields by now, but we're getting there. We've another one to mark off now, another field we weren't expecting to have in this month. And another field we'll have to harvest in 5 months' time, 6 months' time, and another field of millet, which means more millet gruel, or whatever it's called, gruel, millet gruel. But for now, we're going to call it there. Until next time. As per usual, all that's left for me to say is goodbye until then. And I will see you when we start our biggest harvest month yet. Bye bye.